Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is not a live commentary round with the Dijeh. I tried for like 2 hours to get one of those, and it was not working out. So, yeah, this is a canned commentary round as usual, because, yeah, this one was giving me a hard time until I got to this map. When it first went live, the best queues for the level 2 were a 650 ace match in space, which I got Space Fortress Interior for every time, which kind of cramped and not good, and Ruined City, which is a 600, which is the Nightseeker Vosky's stomping grounds, among other things, and also just so cramped that it's hard to shoot around your allies. Here, in the impact site, I have a little bit more experience shooting around allies, and also they're mostly spread out to my right, giving me space to do what I need to do. This Dijeh SER decided to sneak up on us, and it turns out this also has really good Vulcans, which I had, took me a couple of rounds to discover, but yeah. And I also forgot to use the bird lime on this round at all. But as it is, I like this, but it, like I said, had a hard time getting a good round with it, so right now, in the mixed feelings phase, I feel like if I keep with it and get some more practice and some better rounds with it, I will probably get past those mixed feelings. But it's got decent kit. It kind of plays more or less like a Zeta Gundam Hyper Mega Launcher type that doesn't fly. It also comes in significantly cheaper. The level 2 is 600 points. So, but yeah, its Hyper Mega Launcher is slightly different than the Zetas. It takes 10 seconds to charge, which is about, I think, what Zetas does. But it can fire a lot faster uncharged. It can fire 2 shots in a row, but it will overheat. That's where the overload skill comes in. If you overheat it and you need it, then you can activate overload, which will instantly bring it to cooldown and give you some heat reduction shots for about 25 seconds before it overloads. And then you have, just like Overboost, you have an extended cooldown time to sit through. And the Hyper Mega Launcher is already pretty long in the cooldown. Let's see, took some rockets for the privilege of doing 2,000 damage to that Bawu. Probably not a good exchange. Got about 5,000 damage on that on the SER this time, though. My personal feeling is that, at least at long range, long to medium range, the best combo it has is Hyakushiki Beam Rifle into uncharged Hyper Mega Launcher. That'll do about 5,000 to 6,000 damage depending on your target. So, up close, like I said, the Vulcans are good, the grenades are not bad. And it can, it's a little bit more versatile, but, as a support with some of the nastiest raids out there at these costs, I don't know how much up-close fighting you're going to be willing to do. Let's see, missed that Zeta Plus C1. It did not miss me, and I ran out of Vulcan ammo. I forgot to reload. That is not a good thing. And also, since it has equal ballistic and beam defense, but I spec'd it for beam defense, so Zeku 1 Type 3 is really a thorn in my side at times. If the raids aren't taking me out, the Zeku 1 has frequently. But, yeah, I do like it. I think that new overload skill has potential. I'll tell you what I would really like to see it on is the full armor double Zeta. The full-fledged one. Because I feel like using that on a heat-based beam rifle and beam forehead could be pretty deadly. With this, I feel like if I were to build specifically for cooldown time and for charge speed, I would probably make more use of overload than I end up doing in this fight. You'll see me use it at the very end just because I wanted to show it off and I felt like getting a few extra shots off to hold off the enemy team would be beneficial. But, yeah, it's one of those things like Overboost where I am probably frequently going to be too timid to use it, and I was very happy shooting that C1 out of the air. I thought that was a good shot. I'm going to be too timid probably most of the time to make really good use of it, but I think players who are more aggressive and who are better at assessing risk than I am probably going to have a better time of that. But it's just not quite, one that I think suits my usual play style, but I could probably, make better use of it with more practice. like anything else, there are going to be people who figure out the ins and outs of it, and, you know, we'll see some really exciting things. But that's a ways down the road. This is night 1, and I'm just, you know, happy I was frequently the only person on the team using one, though sometimes, you know, not. Somebody over to my right I should have been focusing on, but I'm busy trying to take down their ace foolishly, because anybody can get the bonus from that. But I held them still so that somebody else could get the bonus for that. So now, let's see. Also, I'm kind of attacking the people who are attacking me, which is, you know, a thing that happens. But I really should have been working on that SER over to the right, because it was very much, you know, an easy target if I'd been thinking. Unfortunately, one of my teammates did get killed because I stunned them. That is, and I sent sorry, because yeah, that was my mistake entirely. But just, you know, one of those, you know, bad aspects of being a support ace is that the opportunities to accidentally shoot your own teammates are many. So yeah, that's just one of the I keep saying one of those things. Apparently that's that's what's lodged in my brain tonight. Finally took out that SER. And Bao's coming up behind me, so I'm about to call for help, because I don't want to be fighting that alone, because yes, I can hit it fairly hard, but if it hits me with all of its missiles, I will probably die, because Bao's missiles are something. But I do kind of need to head out towards it, because, yeah, I don't want to stay at optimal missile range. Unfortunately, number 4 didn't know I was about to head this way, so they took the kill. It's not going to matter in the end, but, you know, just, again, unfortunate. But I'm about to get this Dryson, which is good. We needed that. 1900 to 1600 is a good place to be with a minute left. I just got past the Bao, I think, which has come a very long way to try and kill me, and is kind of paying for it. So, tagged the SER, tagged it twice, and got it with grenades. So yeah, 23,000 to 16,000. This is hands down the best round I've gotten with this tonight. So I'm really happy I was able to get something decent before the night ended, or before I ended, because like I said, it's like 3:30 a.m. now, and I'm getting kind of tired. So, and I got to stay up till everything's rendered so I can get it ready to post. But you know, that's such is the life of the YouTube thing. But yeah, we realized we needed to tighten our defenses and hang back. Well, most of us did. Number 6 is the raid. They're kind of in there, but they're starting to pull back, so that's great. I had a space round somewhat similar to this, though I was not as successful as I am here, and that ended with people just going way too ham and you know, getting killed at the end. And I have activated overload and basically overheated my rifle twice, but did manage to hold things off. I think 2 uncharged HML shots in a row will stun, and I think that's what kept the C1 off of me at the end. But yeah, pretty good. 10,000 out of our 23,000 points, 7 kills, 1 death. And I'd say, you know, fairly solid showing. Definitely, like I said, definitely better than anything else I did tonight, so that is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We'll be back soon with more. Till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later! But yeah, it's one of those interesting skills like Overboost that I feel like it's never going to be on the things that could make the most use of it. There's always going to be, you know, a mobile suit that if it had that would be just too powerful. And just for game balance purposes, it makes sense not to see those. And for other purposes, that gets kind of frustrating.